Hi guys, welcome to the Storm YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a patch note breakdown. Today we have a really big patch. Probably the biggest patch Heroes has seen in a long time. Might even be bigger than the scaling changes with how some of these changes are working. We have a new mechanic, new heroes, a lot of rework. So this is going to be a decently long video probably. I'm just going to give my initial thoughts. I've kind of zoomed over the patch notes and didn't look at everything too in depth, so I could give like my raw feelings about each note individually. Alright, so it's going to be on the PTR. Just came out. I'll be playing that later today, but let's just go ahead and talk about stuff. We got the new Battleground, which is the ARAM map. Just one lane. All 5 heroes down it. Team fighting. No merc camps, it looks like. Yeah, it's an ARAM map. I'm sure there'll be fun tournaments coming from it, anything like this is good for the game. Get some people more reasons to play. Dehaka came out. I've already done my analysis on Dehaka on Town Hall last week. So until I see him in action, which I haven't yet, I haven't got a chance to play him, can't really go in more depth about him. Let's see here. What about the user interface? Some skins have received additional video polish. Cool. Game start notification, cool. Bans in Hero League, about damn time. We've been needing this for a long time. I'm pretty excited about it. Doesn't look like we got Grandmaster League just yet, but this is a step in the right direction. I don't know if this is enough to get a lot of people playing Hero League again. I'm talking about like all the pros that refuse to play it. I think Grandmaster is needed for that, but this is definitely like a great change for the game. Like, there's no downside to this. I like this. It's great. Finally got bans. Rank requirements. Oh, you don't need the requirement to play Hero and Teagling. You just have to have the hero mount. Okay, that's cool. That makes it a lot easier to smurf, which I personally like a lot. Smurfing is sometimes good. It can be bad in a lot of ways too, but I'm happy about it. The draft lobby has received an overhaul. Until I see it, can't really say too much, but it's probably for the better. Favorites, that's awesome. Favorite heroes is great. Just allows you to pick things quicker. I like that a lot. Got the ban methods to the custom games. That's awesome. We need that for tournaments. Tired of using Heroes Draft. It's a great website and all, but everything should be done in game at this point. The depth recap, I've seen some screenshots of it. Actually looks really cool. I'm really excited about that change. I can't wait to see it, like, and what we can learn from it and stuff. And if it'll be utilized when we're casting, can we bring up death recaps while casting and talk about how they were killed, or the backup observer? Really cool. I'm excited about that. The hotkey profiles, that's freaking awesome. That's been something we wanted for a while. There are certain heroes that it just makes sense that you have to have quick cast on. Sometimes you don't want it on. I mean, this is just, key mapping is great. You can't get anything better than key mapping. That's awesome. Art updates, great. Can't wait to see what they all look like. Bundles, blah, blah, blah. Sound, blah, blah, blah. Follows me now. Can be used to move to invulnerable units. Illidan's dive, Kerrigan's Q. Cool. That's a good change. The following abilities can now be used to travel to objects created by an enemy, such as Sergeant Hammer, Spider Mines. That's great. There's a little bit extra mobility to the game. Effects applied when base attacks strike. The target will no longer be applied if evasion causes the base attack to mix. That's great. That is great. That is just a good quality of life change for the game. On my way pings. Hell yeah. That's great for great roamers, gankers, things like that. Anytime you can communicate more while communicating less is a great thing. These two changes I saw Stray's tweets about, and then I looked them up instantly. These are pretty huge. Dragonite now immune to attack speed slows applied from the force and keep, so it just makes it so much easier to end with the Dragonite. Target is punted by Savage charge will no longer be stunned after landing. Probably just a bit of an annoying thing to have to deal with, so I guess that's why they removed that. Attack speed thing is huge, though. That is huge. That'll make the early game Dragonites a lot more impactful. Garden Terror, basic attack damage reduced by 15%. That's a decent amount. Basic attacks now deal 50% damage to nearby non-heroic enemies. Whoa. That is huge. Basic attacks now instantly kill minions. Wow. Okay. That's a big change. Overgrowth no longer affects minions and mercenaries. The W? Why? No longer deals damage to structures. Guard and Terror now. What is it? Guard Terror now deals 100% damage to structures. Disabled by Overgrowth. Maximum damage duration increased by 15 to 25. Cooldown increased. Health increased. Okay, so it's just for structures now. If you buff the damage on the Guard and Terror, it kind of bounces out. I actually like this Guard and Terror change a lot. I can't wait to see it in action, but it could be a really good change. Talents, Arcane Power, duration increased from 5 to 10 seconds. I don't know if that will change much. I don't know what you would actually go on 20 at Kel'Thas now, because I think they said it says that Blink was removed. So I'm curious. Block, damage reduction from 50 to 75%. Okay, that's a interesting change. Dampen Magic, Talon's been reused. Damage now charges now cause all ability damage to be reduced by 50% for 1 second. Okay, that's cool. Vamp Assault, name change, Vampire Strike name change. Okay, now we're on to the hero changes. This is the real meat of the patch. I'm sure everyone's excited about this one. Gall can now be used shove. Okay, I don't give a shit. Greymaide's basic attacks in human form receive responsive improvements. Melee basic attack animation speed increased by 50%. Okay, I'll have to see how it feels. Mark for the kill changes. Doubt it's going to be enough to get it play. But, you know, anytime you make other heroics a little bit more viable is always a great thing. I'm curious to see how the responsiveness improvements feel in game. Illidan got a big rework, it looks like. Holy shit. Okay, let's try and glaze through these as quickly as we can. A lot of talents removed. I'd have to see which talents removed because I don't remember too many of them by... Oh, actually, no, all these by looking at them. Okay. Health increase. Okay. Health regen increase from 2.97 to 3.4. People underestimate health regen in this game. And it's actually pretty big anytime health and regen gets changed at all. And attack speed increase. That's pretty cool. New talent level 1. Permanently gain 0.1 basic attack damage for each minion killed nearby and 1 damage for each enemy hero killed nearby. Upon reaching 20 basic attack damage, gain an additional 20 basic attack damage. Wow. That is huge. 40 basic attack. Does it keep... I'm curious if you keep building stacks past 40. If it caps at 40 damage... it's still pretty good, but if it goes even further beyond 40, that is huge. New talent, level 16, Fiery Brand. Every 4th consecutive basic auto attack against the same enemy hero deals damage equal to 6% of the target's maximum health. Okay, that's pretty good. That'll probably be a pickup talent there. What else is that 16? We used to go blood for blood. I don't know what you would take over this, potentially. Betrayer's Thirst, his trait. Healing received increased from 20 to 40%. That is huge. That is a big change. That's going to increase his... With these changes, it looks like he's going to be a little bit more effective in lane already, which is Illidan's weakest. You sit in lane until 4, and then you start roaming because you just can't lane. This might make him a viable laner. Thorough Battle removed. Okay, Thirsting Blade redesigned and moved to 4 to 7. Increases Betrayer's Thirst healing from 40% to 60% while Sweeping Strike is active. Okay. Hunter's Onslaught talent removed from 16 to 7. Healing increased from 15 to 25 ability damage. Okay, so they're trying to make him lifesteal more. That's interesting. That is a very interesting change. Let's see how impactful it is. Lunge talent removed from his Q. Friend and foe moved from 14 to 13. Targeting ally will no longer reduce dive's cooldown. Now increases dive range by 33%. Okay. If Immolation's still in the game, I don't know if you'd go that. Rapid Chase talent moved from 7 to 4. Movement speed bonus reduced from 20 to 15%. Reflective block, no longer triggered by evasion. Casting dive now provides 3 block charges. Wow. What tier's reflexive block at? Can someone tell me? That is a monster. Whoa, why'd you go down to the bottom? Quit it, patch. Or quit it, screen. That is a monster change, potentially. That is pretty cool. 3 basic attacks. Wow. Level 7. So you give up first stage for that. I think that might be worth it versus certain teams. 3 charges of block every time you Q, especially with the cooldown reduction. That could be really good. Mark for Death Talent redesign and move from 4 to 16. Dive deals an additional 230 damage, 4% per level each time it casts against the same target within 10 seconds. So that could actually be really good too. Oh, he lost first aid. Okay. Well, I guess you're just going to go that talent then. Interesting. Okay, sweeping strikes damage bonus duration reduced from 4 to 3. Fell reach talent removed. Second sweep removed. Battered assault talent redesigned. Hitting 2 or more enemy heroes with sweeping strike increases damage from 35% to 100%. Immolation talent removed from 1. Okay, so this is the 4 talent I was talking about. Immolation being moved from 4 to 1. It got nerfed too, so probably won't see Immolation anymore. Unbound talent moved from 13 to 4. They moved a lot of his late game talents to early game, which is cool, making him better early game. Because that was Illidan's always biggest weakness, was his early game. He had a really shitty early game. And now he's going to have a lot more powerful talents in the early game. So this might make him, more viable throughout the game, which is awesome. New talent level 16. Oh, 13. Nimble Defender. Hitting an enemy hero sweeping strikes gains. Grants resistant for 2 seconds. What is resistant? Did I misreading something? I don't know what resistant means. New talent, level 16, Blades of Azzinoth. Hitting an enemy hero with sweeping strikes gains 1 Blade of Azzinoth stack, stacking up to 5. Upon earning 5 stacks, Blade of Azzinoth is activated. Can be activated to gain 50% basic attack damage for 8 seconds. Activation consumes all stacks. Huh. Was there another 16 talent up here I saw that I liked? Marked for Death, yeah. 16 seems pretty contested right now. 25% damage reduction. Okay, so that's what resistant is. Okay. Neat. This patch is pretty cool so far. We're only getting into Illidan changes too, which is cool. Evasion duration increased from 2 to 2.5 seconds. Half second is huge, especially when you're avoiding a lot of autos. That's actually a pretty big buff. People just underestimate just how big of a change, like just a half second like that on an ability as powerful as evasion can be. This could make Illidan really good. Reduce evasion's cooldown by 3 seconds for every hero damaged by sweeping strike. Okay, 6th Sense talent. Ability damage reduction increased from 50 to 75% and now only affects the first 2 abilities that will deal damage while evasion is active. Okay, Metamorphosis no longer increases attack speed. Health bonus increases. Okay, Demonic Form also provides a 20% attack speed. Hunt now also passively reveals all enemy heroes who are below 25% health. Okay, so pretty cool changes to Illidan. Oh, this is cool. Look at this shit. This little page right here, this little tier where it shows things moving. That is neat. Okay. Blizzard really stepping up their game. I read the Jada changes. I'm already tilted before even reading them on stream. Bolt of the Storm removed. I feel, yes, Bolt is an issue as a generic talent. But I feel that if you were to keep Bolt on any hero, it would be Jaina, just because she's a mage, having that teleport. It's called Blink in World of Warcraft. Makes sense, and it fits her kit really well. So I'm really upset about her getting Bolt removed. I know it was removed from Kel'Thas as well, which I'm okay with. I actually really like the Kel'Thas changes, but I'm really sad about Bolt being removed from Jaina. I think you can make plays with it. I think it's not as if you remove Bolt from a lot of heroes, or even every hero, leave it on Jaina. I think she's the only one that I really liked it on. Ice Block moved from 13 to 20. That's a huge nerf. They buffed it. The cooldown's 20 seconds. Duration reduced from 3 to 2.5. So that's cool. It's probably a good change. It's just at 13 you're going to be going Ice Barrier now, which I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep Jaina's alive. That's going to give her more sustain. I feel like if they did this change, they needed to nerf her damage, but nerf the cooldowns on her abilities for this to be truly a really good change. I'll have to see the changes in effect. At first glance, I'm not happy about it. Jaina was already kind of falling out of the meta. And, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see where Jaina falls after this. Kael'thas, I really like the Kael'thas changes. I think this is a really good direction for the hero. Let's go ahead and talk about it. A lot of talents were removed, getting Power, Venom, Clairvoyance, like a lot of Arcane Barrier, Bolt. Mana Addict, upon gathering 25 regen globes, Kael'thas gains the Arcane Barrier ability. Arcane Barrier to receive a shield equal to 100% of Kael'thas' maximum mana for 4 seconds, 45-second cooldown. I like that a lot. I think that's a pretty cool change. Verdant Fears, Felon Fusion talent now also increases ability power by 5%. That's awesome. Mana Tap redesign. Activating Verdant Spheres restores 4% of maximum mana. Sunfire Enchantment talent damage reduced from 203 to 183. And then at level 60 we got a new talent. Twin Spheres, Verdant Spheres gains an additional charge. That is fucking huge. That is huge. That is a huge talent that can be used so disgustingly well. I can't wait to see it in action. Flame Strike, damage reduced. Damage reduced as well when you throw out the Q. Flamethrower talent removed. Convection redesign now increases Flame Strike's damage by 5 for each enemy hero hit by Flame Strike up to 100 damage. Lose all bonus damage on death. Once Flame Strike reaches 100 bonus damage, get an additional 50 bonus damage and keep all damage bonus permanent. That is such a cool fucking change. I love this change so much. Q build's gonna be fun. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. New talent level 7, Burn Flesh. Hitting more than one hero with Flame Strike causes each to take damage equal to 8% of their maximum health. Oh, that is dirty. That is so cool. Oh, I love that change. Fury of the Sunwell talent. Delay between Flame Strike casts reduced from 1 to 0.5 seconds. That's good. I think Fury of the Sunwell's the talent where you throw out a Flame Strike and then it delays and sends another one. A 0.5 second delay is pretty big. Or a pretty big change, so I might make that talent more viable. W, Living Bomb changes explosion radius increased by 10%. Explosions now spread Living Bombs to all nearby enemy heroes not already affected by it. Okay. Chain Bomb talent removed. Pyromaniac cooldown reduction decreased from 2 seconds to 1. Fission Bomb now moved from 7 to 13. I think that was a good change. I think Fission Bomb was secretly the most OP talent in his kit. And it needed to be at a higher tier. It's pretty big. Bonus Living Bomb explosion radius reduced from 30 to 20%. That's fine because they changed the explosion radius on his base kit by 10%, so not a nerf. It's the same. Backdraft talent moved from 16 to 13. Movement speed slow reduced from 50 to 30%. That makes sense. Now that Chain Bomb is no longer at 13, you can put Backdraft there. New talent, level 16, Sun King's Fury. Basic attacks deal 190 damage to targets affected by Living Bomb. Don't see that talent getting picked up. We'll see how it feels in-game, though. Level 20, Master of Flames. Living Bomb can now spread indefinitely between enemy heroes. That is an interesting change. I don't know how much that will affect the competitive level. It'll clearly have some value. I can't wait to use it versus bads, because I could see that just like wiping an entire enemy team in just like quick match. Especially if you get them clunked up with like a grab a bomb combo or something. I don't know. This infinite chain bomb is gonna destroy quick match teams. I mean, yeah, with Bolt being gone, I guess you'll see it more. I don't really know the other 20 talents. There's Arcane Power, I think, is still 20 for Kael'thas, so. Okay. I think that's going to be really good. Even if you don't even go W build, that could just be the go-to talent. Even if you're going Q build, even if you take a single W talent the entire game, you just get that at 20, and that just might be the dumbest talent in the game. I can't wait to see it in action. That could be really fun. Gravity Lapse, using Verdant Spheres to empower Gravity Lapse now also increases the stun duration by 50%. That's awesome. Especially with the level 16 talent where you get 2 charges of your Verdant Spheres. You can chain CC someone pretty well by yourself. Energy Roll talent redesign and move from 1 to 4. Hitting an enemy hero reduces the cooldown of Gravity Lapse by 7 seconds. That's pretty cool. Another wind talent redesigned. I wonder if you could chain CC someone with 7 and 16 or 4 and 16 talents. That's a cool change. Another wind talent redesign increases Gravity's range by 30%. Refunds 85 mana when an enemy hero is hit by Gravity. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you'll take that at 4 anymore, but we'll see. I have to look at the talents. I'm bad at like remembering each talent from each talent. New talent, Gravity Crush. Gravity Lapse causes enemies hit to take 20. Okay, whatever. What a dumb talent. What? 25% additional damage from Kael'thas for 4 seconds? I think Kael'thas just got legitimately the ability to, like, 1v1 people. Like, I think Kael'thas can probably solo any hero with these changes. I'll have to see his kit in action, but you could just do, like, a 1v1 CC build where you just chain lock someone and just solo them. That's pretty big change. Like, Kael just got, like, a really good lane phase. Like, Kael looks awesome. I can't wait to play him. Yeah, you'll probably end up going Master of Flames at 20. Maybe the new Arcane Power is good. Maybe. With the 10-second duration. But probably Master of Flames at 20. I don't see Rebirth or Presence of Mind being picked up. Kerrigan, attack damage increased from 91 to 100. 4% per level. Torosk, Ultralisk. Oh, this is Ultralisk. I don't give a shit. Lunara, Choking Pollen talent. Damage bonus increased from 50 to 100%. The slow platform coming so it no longer decays over its 3-second duration. That's awesome. So amount reduced from 60 to 50%. Okay, good changes to Lunara. Tychus, holy shit. Tychus got a lot of changes. That is a lot of changes to Tychus. Let's go through these. This hero has received significant talent changes. Health increase, that's good. He needed it. Health regen increased by about 22. That's awesome. Regen, a lot of talents removed. Okay. Bolt removed. Okay. Relentless talent named Relentless Soldier and moved from 13 to 7. Duration of Silence. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. New talent, level 4, Master Assassin. Hero takedowns increase attack speed by 2% up to a maximum of 20%, while at maximum stacks, Tychus gains an additional 10% attack bonus. Is this the new mechanic people keep tweeting about? This is on Kael'thas. This was on someone else as well, and now on him. Is this the new mechanic people are talking about? Just like scaling stuff. New talent, Neo Steel Coating. Activate to reduce incoming ability damage by 50% for 3 seconds. 30-second cooldown. Okay, that could be good. I don't know for sure, though. We'll have to see what else is at 13. Apparently, it's a new quest talent. Okay. New talent, level 20, sizzle attacks. Base attacks at 1% of target's maximum health as damaged. That could be huge versus tank. Imagine a frontline warrior like Diablo with how many basic attacks Tychus gets off in a second. I don't actually know how many, but it's a shitload. So this could be pretty powerful late game. Trait has been designed, no longer requires wind-up. Fuck yes. Holy shit. That is such a good change. The wind-up makes Tychus so bad. Yes. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you. Activate the cause's basic attack against heroes that deal bonus damage equal to 1.5% of target's maximum health. Lasts 3 seconds. This is just in the base trait? This isn't a talent? Wow. That is big. 12-second cooldown? What? What? Wow. That's not even a talent. That's just base kit. That is insane. Wow. Okay. Talents removed, whatever. New talent, level 4 in the rhythm. While minigun is active, each basic attack against an enemy hero permanently increases. Sorry about that, guys. Net decided to just drop randomly. Let's continue where we left off. Okay, so I was freaking out about the trait activate. Minigun, oh, this one, the level 4 talent. Each basic attack against an enemy hero permanently increases its duration by point 0.3. Point 0.03, not point 0.3, point 0.03. That's pretty big. Point 0.03 is for his attack speed. I'm just curious as to how fast that'll stack up. If you can get his attack speed against enemy heroes. Oh, it's its duration. It's duration, okay. Okay, I understand the talent now. That could be pretty big. Um, we'll have to see how fast it'll add. 1 to 2 seconds is what people are saying in chat. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see that talent. Level 4 talent, level 4 fully loaded, decreases mini glid's cooldown by 4 seconds, making it an 8-second cooldown. That's pretty huge. New talent level 4, the bigger they are, increases minigun's damage bonus to 3% of target's maximum health against heroes who are above 40% HP. Minigun no longer has effect against targets under 40% HP. That's like a really tough one to take. I'd say take it versus warriors. Like if it's like a triple double warrior comp, maybe. We'll see. The level 13 talent, Tychus is healed for 100% of damage dealt while minigun is active. Okay. That just seems ridiculous. Overkill. Q. Armor piercing rounds talent moved from 1 to 16. Damage bonus increased from 20 to 50%. Spray and pray talent moved from 4 to 13. Bonus to overkill. Range increased from 15 to 25%. And lead rain talent moved from 13 to 16. Okay. Just talent removals, moving around. No big deal. It's looking like auto trait build's going to be the go-to anyway. W. Shredder grenade moved. Melting point removed. No, melting point. Melting point used to be the best talent in the game for a long time when Tychus was OP. Melting point used to be stupid. Concussive grenade moved from 16 to 7 or 16 to 7. Now also increases frag grenade radius by 25%. Okay. New talent Titan grenade. Enemy heroes take damage equal to 5% of their maximum health. We'll see what else is at 16 that can compete with that. Run and gun E no longer interacts with minigun. Cooldown increased from 8 to 10. Stim pack talent removed. Dash talent. This talent's functionality has changed. Gather regeneration globes to increase movement speed after casting run and gun by 1% for 2 seconds, up to 25%. So this is one of those quest things, I think, the mechanics. After reaching 25 stacks, run and gun's range is increased by 50%. That's pretty cool. And it doesn't seem like he loses stacks when he dies like some of the other mechanics we saw. New talent, level 1, shrug it off. Running gun grants restraint. Okay, that's the damage reduction, reducing incoming damage by 25% for 3 seconds. New talent, level 1, press the advantage. Running gun increases basic attack range by 25% for 4 seconds. Okay. New talent, level 1, combat tactician. Each basic attack reduces running gun's cooldown by 0.75%. That's actually pretty big. Wow. What? What? 0.75 seconds per auto? You could just be spamming some E's, man. And then level 20, Bob and Weave. Running gun now has 3 charges, and its mana cost reduced from 50 to 25. Cool. Dragon Laser Grill, health increase, and attack range increase. Okay, I think it was pretty neat changes for his heroic. I like them. Alright, Tychus challenge. Abathur will now inherit Kharazim's trait. Okay, Abathur OP. Nerf. Nerf this hero now. Here we go. Gazlo changes, boys! I am excited about this. Gazlo is going to be the new OP hero. First pick, first ban, every single game. I can't be more excited for it. Alright, new talent, level 20. It's Raining Scrap. Activate to create 1 scrap every second for 5 seconds near Gazlo. 60-second cooldown. That could be huge. That could be huge. Just saying. Rocket turret Q, mana cost increased to 70, range increased by 27%. That is big. That is a huge buff. Long range turret removed. That's a talent, okay. Level 16 rocket turret deals 25% more damage than Gazlo is in their attack range. Okay. W. Goblin Fusion talent moved from 4 to 16. Hyper Focus Coils moved from 16 to 7. Okay, we'll see how that changes things. New talent level 20. Firing my lasers. Firing a death laser now causes each rocket turret to fire its own death laser as well. Okay. Charging death laser as its second and third power levels increases the range of turrets' death lasers, but not the damage. Okay. That seems really good. Explodium Charge, mana cost reduced to 60, cooldown increased from 12 to 14. New talent level 4, AFK Rector. Reduces the cooldown of Explodium Charges by 2 seconds, and adds 2 charges to Rocket Turret when hitting an enemy hero with Explodium Charge. Wow. That's pretty big. New talent, level 13, extra large bombs, increases the cast range and exploding radius of charge by 25%. Cooldown between explodium charge has been reduced by 2 to 1. Robo Goblin functionality has been improved. You can now press R to manually target active turrets. Okay. Expecting a bit more, to be honest, with this Gazlo major overhaul that they've been hyping up. But I like it. I want to see them in play. Murky, doesn't look like anything big was changed. Sylvanas changes were pretty big. Lots of talent changes and stuff. Let's go over those real quick. Basic attack damage increased. Okay. Talents removed. Will the second removed to 13. That's actually a pretty big change. You might end up taking that now. Remorseless removed from 7 to 16. Okay. New talent possession. Possession no longer a heroic is now at level 7. Turn an allegiance of a non-catapult enemy minion. Store up to 3 charges. Don't see this getting play, to be honest, unless they remove the other level 7 talent that makes the minions explode. Don't see it getting play, but probably for the best. Possession will never see use in a competitive game, and as a heroic it was just to troll your teammates, basically. Black Arrow, Corruption talent removed. Overwhelming Affliction talent moved from 13 to 16. Slows increased, okay. Paralysis moved from 4 to 1. Damage bonus reduced from 100 to 75%. And new talent level 1, Mercenary Queen. Nearby non-boss allied mercenaries deal 50% more. She's got Merc Lord at level 1. No big deal. Q changes, damage increased. Some challenge moved and changed. Overflowing Quiver talent now releases a free Withering Shot whenever a nearby enemy minion dies. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if that'll be too impactful for competitive, but that will be pretty cool to just play around with. New talent level 4, Withering Barrage. Gain an additional charge of Withering Fire and charges fire 33% faster. Wow, okay. That's a little bit more burst on her. Shadow Dagger W. Life Drain moved from 7 to 13. Life Drain is pretty fun. I've played with it before. I don't know if it'll see play now, though. But I like that. I used to mess around with it in Hero League. It's fun. When it spreads a lot, you actually heal for quite a bit. Lost Soul talent, moved from 1 to 4. I don't know how I like this. Now reduces the cooldown Shadow Dagger by 1.25 seconds for each enemy hero hit. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like going W build a lot. I think it's fun. But yeah. Cold Embrace talent, this function. Oh, they moved Barb Shot 1 to 7. That's huge. That is huge. I didn't see that. Barb Shot 1 to 7 is huge. That's a big nerf to her early game. Cold Embrace, his talent's functionality has been changed. No longer reduces Shadow Dagger's range. Only the initial Shadow Dagger becomes vulnerable. That was a needed change. Cold Embrace is OP. The fact that you could spread the 25% damage across all heroes was ridiculous. Ranger's Ambush talent removed, Shade Form removed, Windrunner talent moved from 16 to 13. This talent's functionality has changed. In addition, in casting Haunting Wave twice, Withering Fire charges now refill after teleporting. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then the new Heroic Mind Control. After channeling it for 1 second, gain control of an enemy hero for movement for 2.5 seconds. This talent's functionality has changed and now affects Mind Control. Now increases target's movement speed by 100%. I'm assuming that's level 20. So it depends on how the Mind Control works. If the mind control target works like Kerrigan's Ultralisk, where you can move them around with R, that is a good change. If it works kind of like how Symbiote would work, where you're on the target but you don't have control of your main body, I don't think it'll be good. But if it... I mean, it's going to be tough to compete with Wailing Arrow no matter what. The fact that you have an AoE silence that's ranged is huge. That's a really powerful heroic, but if you can use it... Well, like as a Kerrigan's Ultras, like once the mind control is complete, you can move them around by clicking R and moving them around. You move them, you can't move, then I don't know if it'll be good. I don't think it'll be good. If you could both move while controlling them, that would be huge. It also depends on the cast range on it. If it's got a pretty big cast range, that's huge too. But the fact that you can't move while controlling them kind of hurts it a bit. but would be too. It would be OP if you could move while controlling them too. So we'll see the cast range and how impactful it is. Did it say a cooldown? Does anyone in chat know the cooldown on it? Because that's also a pretty big detail. Olaf talent change, no big deal. This Naya Swarm change, Trey tweeted about how it's the most important one. We'll see after I read it. While inside Naya Swarm, health and mana are now restored at a rate equal to the Hall of Storms. Whoa! Okay, that is a big change. Means you never have to back for mana ever. You can just kind of carelessly clear your spells out for extra push. Naya Swarm can now be cast while inside another Naya Swarm. That is a big deal too. Zagara now exits Naya Swarm instantly and can also exit by right-clicking the minimap. A 70-second cooldown? Okay. I'd have to play with it and see the range on the mind control. I think it's just like at first glance worse than Wailing Gera though. Okay, those Naya Swarm changes could be pretty impactful. Support, Brightwing, just got the block change, Lily block change. Earthbind Totem can now be hit by area effect abilities. That's a pretty big deal. Deal on damage, block change, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that seems to be the patch. Let's see, bug fixes. Here's the Storm no longer override operating system, mouse sensitivities, so thanks. That's a complaint that KO has had for a long time, so that's good. I'm not going to read through all these. I don't care. If bug fixes get, like, big... I don't really recall any current big bug fixes. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the patch, guys. You know, as there's more things released, like, there's always a lot of hidden changes, or as more changes come to a light, my opinions will clearly change. But this is my, just first glance impressions on the patch. I like to do this for you guys just so I get my raw thoughts out. Clearly, my opinions on a lot of these things will change, but I think it's fun to just kind of like, as you read these changes, give your opinion instantly instead of like having to see it in action. So it's pretty fun. Thanks everyone for tuning in to this video. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel Tempo Storm Heroes, and we'll be having more content coming soon. So stay tuned.
I think so. Oh wow, Six taking so much damage. The wall is down, and Tomster is just doing
trying to
so
get that go for the throat. Here it comes.
Oh,
Got him.
oh my God!